Hey everybody, it's been a minute since the last garden update. I figured I'd take you along to see because she's done a lot of growing since the last one. Let me turn you around so you can see what's been going on. Them crows are being noisy. So this here is the corn bed. Also sunflowers, which are all along here. These ones were the original sunflowers I planted, and they've gotten quite large. The smaller ones I did probably about 3 weeks later because for whatever reason not all of them had come up. But here is the corn, and boy, it's doing really well. The first row is the largest, and that's been here a month. Then you have the second row, which was planted about 2.5 weeks after the first, and oh my gosh, crows, down there is the newest that I just planted last week. And I have to say, I always put 2 seeds in each hole, or whatever you want to call it, divot, and 2 seeds have germinated for every single planting. So the corn, as of it stands right now with 3 rows, is 100% germination so far. Here is my strawberry bed. I have covered it with grass clippings, and much to my sorrow, I have clipped off the berries and flowers because it really is the right thing to do with first year strawberries, to clip off any buds or, oh my gosh, this camera. It promotes better growth for your following years, so I did it. The borage is doing so well. I've watched a hummingbird drink from it, and butterflies come, and bees, so that's doing really well. I'm kind of bored of my oregano. I have more oregano than I could use in my lifetime because, quite frankly, this Italian girl doesn't use oregano like most people think we do. I use it a little bit in pizza sauce sometimes, but I don't really use it that much in my marinara or my meat sauce. And so I dried so much of it, and I have so much of it, I might just do a little clipping, dry it, save it, but I'm thinking on pulling it. The thyme I don't mind too much, though it's flowering, but we'll see. And there's the lavender, so I'm not sure yet. Here are my string beans, and you can see they're starting to climb up the trellis. No flowers yet. And then the marigolds, these are doing well, not as well as the ones I'm going to show you, which are right over there, but they're doing good. And look here, look how high up this string bean has gone. Also, can't complain about the beets. The only thing about beets is what you see is exactly how many there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beets. And so, 7, there's one hiding over there too. So I'm going to definitely need to plant more beets. But look how nice they're coming up the trellis. It's doing really well. Now here's where the fun is. Here's my peppers. These are the Craig's Grande. And, oh, it's this one right here. Has, let me move it. I don't want to break it off, but I want you to be able to see the pepper. So let me move this around a little and come around the front. And can you see them? That's got two. I don't see any on this one yet, but this one's nice and healthy. It's just this one here has a pepper here and a pepper here. I didn't notice any on this guy. But these are supposed to be the giant peppers, so we'll see. This is my tomato basil bed. I made a boo-boo with this middle baby. I did not trim the sucker. Oh, stop getting blurry. I trimmed the main branch by mistake, and so I am waiting for another sucker to come through, and that was my fault. As you can see, this is main branch, and then right there was main branch, and I pinched it. So I'm waiting to see if back here in one of the elbows another one comes, and I'm gonna just let it go. In the meantime, and I was watching the Rusted Gardener, and he said once they get high up, he kind of lets the suckers go. So I think on these, because they have the trellis to climb, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to pinch from here up anymore. But, I mean, you can see they are loaded with tomatoes. Absolutely loaded. And these are the Jetstar. So there's 4 of the Jetstar. And this stinking camera would stop getting blurry. You can see there are lots of tomatoes on each plant. So I'm very happy with that. The Nadapenos are doing well. I don't see any peppers yet on the Nadapenos, but look at the marigolds. The marigolds are getting huge in this bed. And this Nadapeno is kind of kissing cousins with the marigold. The calendula is doing well. And back there is a calendula. And the basil's doing good. I gotta trim it again. I just trimmed it. I don't want to talk about the carrots. They're being duds. The tomatillos. Amazing. Funny thing though. Tomatillo number 1 has no tomatillos on it, but is loaded with flowers. Loaded. But I don't see any tomatillos yet. Unlike number 2 and number 3, who I'm overjoyed because they have pollinated as well. And it's funny, the, whatever you want to call it, the husk comes first and feels empty. but if you push up on it, the leaves are all in the way. I'm trying to get you in there. When you push up, you could feel the tomatillo in there. And so I'm so happy because they got pollinated. There's tomatillos in there. This is my alpaca tomato bed. And I just had to put a taller PVC pipe because this puppy is growing like a weed, which makes me happy. But again, I don't think I'm gonna pinch the suckers. I'm gonna let it come up. But here is a tomato, and here, and these are paste. Unlike Romas that are more oval and flattish on the bottom, these have a point. And these I did. Sarah from Living Traditions grows the alpaca, and so I gave it a shot. You could see over there quite a bit. Very happy. I'll get back to the first bed with the zucchini in a minute. Disappointed here. I planted, oh gosh, I don't know, probably 12 snapdragons between here, peat pots, and direct sow. One snapdragon that I had gotten from Florette. I don't know what's wrong. And the nasturtiums. These ones are being duddy, but we'll see. Of course, I keep my mint in here so that it doesn't go wild. This is the little teeny tiny Aardvarski pepper. But here we go. Let's see, I'm hoping you can see that. Aardvarski pepper right there. And here. And as you could see, they're long. They're not blocky like the bell. They're big but long. That one is the Reaper. It's doing well. The other one has not come up yet. This looks like it might be the Marconi. I'll keep my fingers crossed for that. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another one. Oh, no, it isn't. Well, it is, but it's still so tiny. Here's my pride and joy. Where are you hiding? Here it is. I don't want to mess it up, but... Yay! Watermelon. Watermelons, just like zucchinis and pumpkins, there's tons more boy flowers than there are girls. Like here's another one. I fertilized it, but I don't know if I got to it in time. I hope so. Or pollinated, I should say. This is the first eggplant. So far, so good. But the other one, we did have to pull. And this is a new one. This is here, summer squash, doing well from seed. The back wall there is the lemon sunflower. Now, here are two sunflowers that I didn't want to just snip and let die. So because it came from this bed, I pulled them out and put them in here, and while they look like they're going to croak, they might just make it. And so there'll be a couple of sunflowers here too. Let me give you a better view of the corn here. Doing so well. I'm excited for the watermelons. My gosh, this last summer they were so good, like sugar. And it looks pretty now. Because everything is coming in, it just looks so nice. I am so pleased with it. It's funny how some of the marigolds have just gone gangbusters, others slow, but doing their thing. This nasturtium, pretty yellow flower. That one, I'm taking my time. The calendulas are a bronzy color. Now I've already picked 2 cucumbers. One from this one and one from that one. I'm not sure if these are gonna amount to anything. We'll see. I'm pretty sure that one resting on the wood there, I'm gonna snip it because it looks like junk, and we'll see if more come up. Nasturtium's looking good there. I have a second, my daughter picked me up 2 of the eggplant, so I'll have to put it in. Again, carrot being a stinker, so one carrot out of this whole row. I already harvested all my radishes. I gotta plant more, but I gotta get more carrots in again. Just the other day, let me come around this. In the meantime, look at all the flowers. They're doing so well. I'll go in there with you too in a second. Here's another mint. I'm dying to make mint tea and I keep forgetting. Look at the pretty flower here on these nasturtiums. So nice. Anyway, I just pollinated that zucchini the other morning, and it's just going crazy. But from here, you just see how beautiful everything looks. Now, we had 95, 96, so I did have all the shades down, covering them for 3 days. I didn't bother pulling them up. I just kept them all day, all night. I pulled them up this morning because we're actually cooling down again. It was 85 today. It's supposed to be 81 and then 77. So I figured just let them have the sun. Now, these are the beautiful sunflowers coming up. This is a new one called Honey Bear, and it's not big petals, it's very fine petals, bunches of them, and almost no center. I did nasturtium here and there. I don't know about those 2, but all these are giant zinnias. The cosmos are doing really well. In the middle of the sunflowers and the cosmos are more giant zinnias. I gotta be honest, it says bachelor button on that little one coming up there, but I think that's a volunteer cosmo. That's just my opinion, because last year cosmos were there. So it's funny, that side is growing much quicker than this side. And I will come around because you could see my gladiolas coming up. I think it's either going to be white or yellow. Not quite sure. I'm just so happy with the string beans. I can't wait for me to start harvesting some. It's funny when I see other parts of the country are already harvesting, like in Alabama and Arkansas, and I'm in 9B in Southern California. We are desert. We are talking about 110 August, September, October. We are cooking. That's the gladiola. And today, and it's so hard to do, but I did it, you cut your flower in the middle and it forces growth on the side, so you get more petals, more flowers I should say. There's zinnias down there too. But I can't wait for all these sunflowers and such to come up. And then we have the pumpkins. I will show you. It's Yogi. He's chilling, huh, big boy? Yes. Pumpkins are doing really well. Very happy. As a matter of fact, there's a double of the giant, so I'm going to undo it and put it there because that one didn't take. But all of them came up. The princess, the Cinderella, and another giant. So this will just trail straight down. And I'm hoping we have lots of pumpkins. This is my absolutely crazy rosemary bush that I don't do anything to. And it's nuts. But this is the garden tour. And I am really, really excited and happy with how everything is coming up.